Oof, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this perfectly on time stream. As we always are, punctual to say the least. uh, I guess, I guess it's just one of those days. It's one of those days. That being said, it's not a complete disaster because even though I technically missed an hour, at 11, I believe there's like a Sony thingy. I guess we'll watch that. We can watch that. Make up for lost time. I mean, I'll probably watch it anyway, so might as well just keep streaming. A wizard's never late. Oh shit. Yeah, that's loud. It was loud. All doors locked. Is there TGS stuff so early? Didn't pay attention. I think there's today at 11 there's a state of play by Sony. I don't know if it's specifically TGS related. I mean, I'm assuming they're gonna show off games that'll probably be on the show floor. Right? That makes sense to me. I also watched the Kojima Productions thing yesterday. I mean, I skipped through it. There's like a lot of talking, which, you know, there might be some things I listened to, but I was mostly there for the announcements. They were good though. Good announcements. Their new horror game. New horror game looks pretty sweet. They really just went like, I guess we'll do PT again. Rocket? Ooh, how am I gonna get that? Actually, where do I go from here? Slide down? And then climb back up? For what? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not a mattress. Oh my god. That's why the nose fell off. It's all her fault. What? I mean, it worked. Night at the museum. Oh. Room. Looked very intentional. It did. Didn't you see me fail 2 times before? Those were trial runs. Button checks, if you will. Then I went for the real deal. Game show more like pre-rendered cutscene show, am I right? Got him! I feel like this might be me talking crazy. I feel like the recipe for a perfect video game trailer has already been cracked. And at this point, if you don't follow the formula, I feel like it's on purpose. You need slow emo covers of pop songs. Yeah, like the deconstructed slow. And then preferably if there's like a part where the drums go like boom, 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 boom. That's when you need to shoot a gun matching the drums. Right? That is mandatory. Whoa, 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 whoa. Modern controls. What are we doing here? I think I need to pull it. Nope. I thought maybe I could go there. Do a little secret. But no. the climbing. Sometimes it feels so slow. And I think it's because it is so slow. Okay, how do we get that? Or maybe you need to do it before you... Oh, no. Before? Oh, no. Do we flip? No. Ow. To be fair... Hey, secret. To be fair, I have no idea what could be in a Sony announcement thing right now. Though I think they're saying it's third party, so maybe it's a bunch of smaller games. Who knows? But like usually there's like a couple of games where I'm like, oh, you know, this is about to get an announcement, right? And then, you know, you have some idea. Right now, I couldn't name one game that like, I guess the next main Tomb Raider game is an announcement I'm waiting for, but at the same time, will they do that at a Sony State of Play? Like, I feel like they can do their own announcement for that. Though we have seen companies do like a smaller, like the, I guess the teaser at a Sony State of Play and then do a full-blown reveal later on, like later in the week. That could also be a thing. Wait, so now what? I guess I can pull it twice. Giggity. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Oop. Wow, that was a sick ass jump. Okay, this might be another pull situation. Like, I'm closing it behind me. Sure. Better. Oh shit. Oh shit, these are actually the good guys. Whoopsie. I wasn't supposed to shoot him. No. Fuck. Wait, shit. How far ago did I save? It's a long time ago, isn't it? Fuck. It's on the top of the fucking thing. Ay, ay, ay. I got scared, okay? I got scared. Scary, scary. So, did I just miss a bunch of shit here? Because I guess you can... Wait a minute. I wonder if you'll come back here or not. Can we get there? That's what I want to know. Can I just jump there? I bet I can do that. Shit. Ooh. I guess I'll need it. Hey, but that means... That means I can continue here. Is this gonna reach? Tis. Hop in the back of his neck. Or go over there. Oh, whoa! Modern controls, baby. Man, what a goofy ass face. Oh shit. Do we like the lighting better? I feel like I like the lighting here better. You know, maybe not as realistic, but definitely sets the mood. You know, like a night at the museum type shit. This definitely sets the mood quite a bit better than this. My oh my. Remastered? More like re-worsened. Ha ha! Huzzah! What a zinger! Can you just drop off at the side, actually? Did I just not consider you can just drop off the side? Damn, he's good. But you cannot get back up, so... How would you get that without dying? I guess you could jump... Okay, hold on. Can we get back up? Where do I go from here? Can we shimmy all the way? Seems like a lot. Excuse me. There we go. Wait, wasn't there a guard here? Or does he only spawn when you're like in the middle? Did he spawn now? That would be kind of funny. No guard, huh? That's weird. Damn, while falling down. Legend. Give me my treats. My little pickup treats. So question, is that game 2x KO? Is that just out now? I see so many people play it already. I'm assuming there's either like a huge beta going on, but I feel like I've seen people play it for like almost 2 weeks now. So I don't know. Or is it one of those betas, but it's actually like basically released? Anyway, I've seen people play it. It does not look appealing to me at all. Like, I guess you need to be into League of Legends to like what's on the screen there. You know what's also funny? In like a miracle move by Riot, they're attacking my interests on 2 fronts at the same time. So they're doing the fighting game, 2x KO. I love fighting games. But then they're also about to release a card game, a trading card game called Riftbound. Which, you know, love me some card games. And they managed on both of those fronts to make a product that does not appeal to me in the slightest. Like, the fighting game does not look interesting to me at all. And then I looked at the card game and it like, maybe it's the art style and stuff. I don't know. It just does not look appealing to me whatsoever. I'm not keeping up with that game at all. Feels like they've been working on it for so long. They killed all possible hype. I mean, that is true though. Like I could have sworn it was already out. Let's go, amigo. I got your shit. Hello? Are you supposed to open the door and are you stuck? I know I have to give it to one of these dudes. Or not. Okay, what are we doing? Or are you just walking around? Maybe talk to the chair? You would think there's a prompt. Right, I know I need to deliver this. Oh. I don't know where Dad's gonna lead, but maybe the door. Okay, let's take a look. Ah, okay. Hold on. That's kind of what I suspected was gonna happen. So let's go back. Oh, no, girl. There we go. Is this door open now as well? No, it's always locked. Damn. But like, there's the thing on the nose of the Sphinx, the rocket. How do I get that one? Huh? Did we just miss that? I guess I just missed that. Felix spin-off stuff was interesting for a while, like 5 years ago. And this was already announced. I don't know. I've never like been into League. So a lot of the League stuff kind of passed me by. Maybe that's a good thing. Seeing like the addiction level some people have with it. Wait, can I not go back? But I'm getting air? Is that a bug? Look. Damn. Okay. I guess it's a room to breathe. Hey, can we not shoot this guy? Mr. Croc. There it is. How do I... Maybe I just need to, like, get off. Okay, let's take a peek, shall we? With our favorite mode. Cheat vision. Hey, yo, cameraman. We love cameraman over here. It's got good taste. What the fuck is happening? Oh my god. The controls. Whatever, it's buggy, but it works. Alright. Damn, it's an exclusive feature for the thing. That's crazy. Exclusive feature. They're like, here's a little vehicle so you can be faster. Also, here's a million pickups so you don't have to use the thing. Oh no, it's a croc. And look at that aim. Look at that aim. There we go. Don't see why that device was useful, but whatever. Actually... What the? I think this is where you fall down, right? Like, last time we played, I wasn't sure which way to go. I did look it up. We did the correct thing now. Because you would just skip the whole giving the embalming fluid thing and go straight here. Which I guess on replays, if you want to be fast, probably good. Look at this guy, he has no idea. And neither does Lara. Doesn't even know where to point her gun. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Maybe you weren't supposed to kill him, I guess? Huh? Girl, pick it up. Okay, what the shit is going on? This run is cursed. We need a DOA anime to save the franchise and the world. Worked for Cyberpunk. They're doing an anime in the world of Death Stranding. Does that mean Death Stranding is saved? Man, speaking of saving Dead or Alive, I don't know how it happened. I stumbled upon the Dead or Alive Reddit um, completely by accident. I opened the link that sent me to Reddit. So it opened like the Reddit app on my phone. And when I was exiting the thing I was actually looking up, instead of exiting the app, it goes back to like the home page of the app. The homepage of the Reddit app. And I don't really use the Reddit app at all. But because on my account I follow like the DOA subreddit, it popped up there like in the homepage, and it was like a question of someone, which I'm assuming it's something that's been asked to death. It's like, man, why is DOA so hated? I just started playing 5 and it's so sick. When I read shit like that, I'm like, there has to be a bot. Who the fuck starts with 5? How can I get a realistic life-size Ayane Sexal that talks? Will always be the DOA subreddit thread of all time. Dude. The worst part is you could probably get it these days. I've seen like one of those, you know, where like a streamer that is successful and has money is like, hey, send me Amazon links and we'll vote for it as a community, and whatever gets voted on, I'll buy. And they bought like a Tifa, realistic Tifa sex doll. Those are expensive too. Sheesh. Like, I feel like with those kind of things, there's definitely like a curiosity part of me that's like, huh. Like, I obviously would like to see it in real life, but like, they do gatekeep you with the money though. I'm not a rich enough gooner to go that far. Tifa Sexal to commemorate her being the guest in DOA 7. Yes, sir. Of course she's gonna be the guest. That's why she's not in Tekken. Because Square was like, no, she's taken. She's taken by another franchise. You can't have her. Sure, Square's completely fine with products like this. They're probably not fine with it, but at the same time, they're probably not incentivized to go after it either. It's kind of like those unofficial figurines that are still being sold for like hundreds of euros. You know, like Tifa doing the Jacko pose, stuff like that. Like, that's out there. You could afford Ayane in your life if you only hadn't spent all that money on deluxe Ubisoft editions. The funny thing is, that probably wouldn't even get there. Like the full ass dolls, they're like multi-thousand euro shit. You're like, huh, dumbass, shouldn't have bought that car. Who needs to get places anyway? You know? Could have gotten Tifa. Don't even need to leave the house when you have Tifa at home. Yo, look at this dweeb. Back in the day, KT cracked down on the DOA adult manga. Yeah, those were the days, huh? They're like, what? A volleyball story where they fuck each other? Why didn't we think of that? Strike it down so we can make it. Hey, leave me be, Croc. We need to find the pocket of Ow. I have found the pocket of air. Also, the croc has found me. Sheesh. They cracked down on DOA manga created with the RIP DOA 5 character assets, which you know is one step above the normal copyright infringement of Doujinshi. How do you pronounce it actually? Doujinshi? Doujinshi? Since then, basically nobody made DOA Doujinshi anymore. I said DOA Jinshi. DOA could have kept alive by the Gundam fans. Oh yeah, speaking about DOA being alive, the Reddit thread. We're getting a little off track. So somebody asked like, why is DOA not popular? You know, especially these days. And the reactions, I'm kind of baffled how so many people are still using talking points that have been like debunked many times over. Like the amount of people that, first of all, completely blame DOA's current situation on DOA 6, you know? Like the absolute cope of people being like, well, DOA was actually super popular until DOA 6. It's like, no. No, DOA's never been popular. Like, sure, it's been more popular than now, sure. Like, but more in the infamous sense than, like, people buying it. Like, I think a lot more people know of DOA than they actually know DOA. You know? But like, I don't even remember. All their arguments, most of them, are just bullshit. Like, it's just like the typical made up shit that's been, you know, in the community for so long. Oh, they censored DOA 6. Like, sure they did, buddy. Have you played the game? Or the most amazing one, this one I loved. You know, like DOA 6 is at fault for ruining the entirety of the franchise. But not only that, the reason DOA 6 failed was because they replaced the default outfits. Yep. That was the crime of DOA 6. When you clicked on a character, you had to push down twice to get their classic outfit. Disaster. How could anyone support a game like that? It was more well known 20 years ago, but not for the right reasons. Yeah, I mean, to this day, DOA volleyball is still like the punchline of jokes, you know? 3 times. Everyone starts with 3 recolors. They get a full costume slot. Instead of using the underwear color replacement stuff to do the texture swap for the recolors. That's still in the game though. That's the wild part. But also, it's kind of irrelevant in my opinion. Like, to me, that argument of like, it uses a full costume slot. Sure, but, you know, vanilla DOA 5 also had like 3 to 5 outfits per character. You know, like the max was like 7, I believe, for like Tina. And then if you go to DOA 6, model-wise, it's like 3 to 5 outfits per character. It's kind of the same as launch DOA 5. They just spread it out. Maybe, you know, it's like to artificially make it seem like there's multiple outfits. Or maybe they wanted to stretch the outfit unlocking. Because there was like the whole thing with like getting the costume ticket thing to then unlock the outfit, to then buy the outfit. Whatever that whole system was, that was a little, you know, undercooked. But maybe it was to stretch that out. But like in purely in volume of costumes, it's kind of the same, you know. It's an invalid argument. That's not what ruined DOA 6, if anything. But yeah, that Reddit thread was just filled with like, just the dumbest shit ever. The most wild one is like the erasure of like all the problems DOA 5 had. Because, you know, a big part of the DOA community loves saying that DOA 5 last round is the best DOA ever made, and they never did anything wrong with that game. Never did anything wrong. And especially when they're like, well, you know why DOA 6 failed? It was because they sold season passes that were more expensive than the main game. It's like, yeah, DOA 5 had 7 of those. DOA 5 had 7 of those season passes. That and that was in the last round. They already did DLC with Ultimate. It's revisionist history. 5 at more than 7? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure there were 7 season passes, but they have more downloadable shit as well. Dead or Alive 5 DLC. DOA Wiki. Season Pass 1, Season Pass 2, Season Pass 3, Season Pass 4, 5, 6, 7. No, they had 7 Season Passes. But then there was like some additional stuff as well. But mostly it was a 7 Season Pass. But that was only last round. Because of course, the base game... Hold on. Yeah, the base DOA 5 costume pack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Hottie Swimwear and Zack Island stage, 9, 10. So 10 costume packs, different sizes. Some include multiple sets, some only include one set. Mostly like 3 to 4 set of outfits per like pack. I don't even remember how much these were. Does it mention a price on this wiki? Three separate packs for $5 or bundled for $13. But it depends on the packs, but you know. So that's already, that was the base game. I forgot the base DOA 5 had so much DLC already. Oh my lord. Yeah, no wonder the fucking, and it's so many outfits you kind of at this point assume, because you forgot. Well, a lot of them, you'd think they were like included in the game, but like base DOA 5 really didn't have that much outfits. Again, like I think the most was like 7. And that's like 2 or 3 characters had 7 outfits. Everyone else had like between 3 to 5. DOA 6 was ruined by the censored Rachel outfit. Yeah, that's the one thing, you know, ruined everything. Not even the full number these days. I'm looking on the wiki, so it is the full number. We're 10 before Ultimate. That's more than I would have guessed. Yeah, I kind of forgot as well. Hold on. Let me pull it up on screen so you guys can follow along into this important deep dive into DOA history. I mean, it is... I feel like if you're into the community, it is kind of interesting to see how you kind of forget these kind of things. Wow, why did it become so tiny? What the heck? Can I get rid of this shit? There we go. I want to keep chat on my screen. There we go. So yeah, base DOA 5. Look at all these outfit packs. But some of them is like first time pack. And it's like, you know, these are like, dude, this is a fucking DLC for 5. Like, you don't even think about these as DLC because you're so, like, they're so normal at this point. This was a cool outfit. I like this one was cool too. And yeah, of course, you know, packs. Okay, so I guess it's always this one. Yeah, $12, $13 for like I guess a more complete thing. Gym class uniform, special set. This one DLC. And this is when they realized, oh, this is how we make money off this game. Because remember, DOA 5 was marketed as, I'm a fighter. You know, it's more gritty, more... kind of exactly how they tried to market DOA 6. And then they're like, well, I guess we can just sell bikinis. And then those did really well. And then, you know... These were technically pre-order DLC as well, I believe. Like, look at this. Christmas shit, of course. God, they sold so many of these. More swimsuits, of course. Why not? I'm actually not mad at that either, you know? Like, go right ahead. Hog Getaway. Oh man, it was for the PlayStation Vita. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you could buy it for DOA 5 Plus, and if you got that, it will cross over to the main game. Yeah. I remember that. Cheerleader set. Oh my lord. Ultimate. So that's 10 packs. Base game. Then we get Ultimate. So yeah, compatible, you can get... Some packs are included, but the rest can be purchased. So if you didn't already have the outfits, you need to plop down another 40 just to have the outfits from the base game that were released. Ultimate sexy. Like, this is more school uniforms. Do people have such rose-tinted glasses for DOA 5? It is kind of crazy. And like some of these outfits, like I like the idol outfits. Like they're pretty cool. But like the idea that DOA 6 had like these super low effort, oh, everyone has the same outfit. Like that's clearly how they've done DOA 5 as well, right? They just did more and longer. And I'll give him that. The Halloween stuff was always sick. You know, they were more expensive, but these were probably more worth getting than anything else. They were always pretty cool until they started doing the mummy for everyone. This was good because it also was unique per character. Same outfit and was worse on 6. Yeah, clearly, right? They would never reuse the same shit with a different color over and over. They would never do that in 5. They could never. I think the thing with 6 is it just didn't get to live long enough. Like we're already looking at DOA 5 Ultimate. This is already years down the line. More Santa? Oh my god, that's crazy. How unique. These are cool legacy outfits. Oh, they're so sick. Mary Rose debut. That's crazy. That is so wild. Can you believe that this is the first DLC character? Like up until this point, I think the new characters were part of the of Ultimate, right? And I think Mary Rose was like the first separate DLC character. Oh my god. They would never use the same outfit over and over. They wouldn't dare. They would not dare. 5 was so much better on that front. Debut. Yeah, they really found their stride and they just continued that shit with DOA 6. Bed and bedtime. Hell yeah, towels. We love it. Maid. They would never in DOA 5. They would never. Neo Tengu. Shh. They would never copy outfits. That's crazy. But the Halloween, you know, the Halloween shit, pretty nice. It's never about never about 5 having costumes where they didn't. That is true. They definitely got lazier over time throughout the life cycle of DOA 5 and just continued that trend in 6. That is true. The Halloween shit disappearing kind of, you know, kind of says it all. Because the Halloween stuff was like the most diverse a costume pack ever got. Dude, this is still Ultimate, by the way. This is still all for Ultimate. We're not even at last round. Can you, like, the idea that 6 is somehow so much worse for DLC than 5 is so beyond me. Because, like, at this point, there's no season pass yet. These are just separate packs released every month or however time frame they used, which I feel like in hindsight they should have just kept doing that. Forget about the season pass nonsense. That was just an optics disaster. But, you know, and then last round came about, and I believe last round came with a lot of the old content, right? Out of the box. Ultimate content set, what's that? Core Fighters. Ultimate content set contains all the DLC from 5 and Ultimate that isn't included in last round. Oh, they missed quite a lot actually still. Oh my. No prize though, huh? God, season passes and then other shit in between. Man, Red Bull outfit. Hey, yo, 5G. It is kind of funny. They still were doing normal sets, right? And then they're like, here's the season pass. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. But, I mean, again, credit where credit is due. Between all the lazy shit like this, there was shit like this, right? Like this is cool. But yeah, like look, season pass 1, Ninja Clan 1, 2, 3. There weren't exactly like again, I will agree that DOA 5 wasn't as bad as DOA 6. But the idea that we should go back to this is out of control. Like this was already pretty bad. This was like one good in between a host of dog shit. Like this could have been one pack. Because again, it's a lot of copy paste. It's just, it's what they've always done. Fighting Fours. These were all right. These were pretty cool. Deception, that was like a smaller one, right? I guess not. I thought it was a smaller one. Man, I am not up to date on the chat. I have not been reading. Anyway, what were we talking about? Yeah, how the community, it's just, you know, I think the idea that DOA is in its current position solely because of DOA 6 is kind of bonkers. I think DOA definitely had a reputation long before 6. I think 6 is just the point where a lot of people who were in on DOA got out. I think that's a whole other thing. Right? I think DOA 5 last round, even at its best, you know, was still a niche fighting game in like the big scheme of things. Six just ditched a lot of people. Also, I think no matter how good, like DOA 6 could have been the perfect sequel. 10 out of 10, 0 issues. The fact that people had potentially sunk hundreds of dollars into DLC for DOA 5, that's never going to go over well. To this day, you see people complain about every fighting game under the sun. Tekken 8. Oh, here's Anna. Anna should have been free because she was in the last game. Like, that argument is still so prevalent. The idea that I've seen that before in a previous game, I should not ever pay for that ever again. DOA 6 had a bunch of that as well. Oh, the maid outfits are back. Why am I paying for this? You've got money in the past for this. Should do this for free now. So I think even a peak version of DOA 6 would have not have done gangbusters to begin with. Though it probably wouldn't have shed so much of the existing community. And that's also like a spiraling effect. Because like in reality, is DOA 6 really that bad that it's like unplayable? No, it's not. But like if enough people start saying, I'm out, I'm done, that creates like a snowball of like, well, I guess, you know, like a feeling, like a zeitgeist about it. Like if everyone's quitting, then what's the point? You know? To be fair, it would be hard to have all unique designs when you're pumping out this much DLC with so many characters to cover. I mean, I feel like you could argue maybe you shouldn't put out that much DLC then. At the same time, it is tough, right? Because there are costume sets that clearly are not, this is a cool idea that fits perfectly with the character. No, some of them are just, let's call it what it is, fetish shit, right? Nurse outfit. They're not going to make a unique nurse outfit for every character. Nobody cares. People just want a nurse outfit for their favorite character so they can jerk off. Let's be real about that. Let's be very real about that. There are costume sets, maid, nurse, bunny, you name. Those can be literally identical over every character. Nobody cares. That's not what those are for. But if you're doing like, you know, like the Halloween stuff, that is cool that it's unique. Or even something simpler like the ninja pack. You can make more unique ninja outfits for everyone if you really want to. Maybe you shouldn't have 30 characters if you can't make unique costumes for them. It all depends, you know. It all depends. I think the problem lies probably in the fact that you pay the same price for a copy-pasted nurse outfit than you would pay for the other ones. I think that's kind of the issue, you know. If it was €5 to get the nurse bundle for all of them, nobody would bat an eye. Nobody would actually give a shit if it's like way cheaper. And people, I think people would happily pay like 15 to 20 euros for like the Halloween pack, a unique outfit for every character in the game. People would happily pay 20 bucks for that. Happily. I'm pretty sure of that. In this day and age where people pay 20 bucks for a single Fortnite skin, psh. But copy-paste outfits, just make them cheap enough. You'll probably still sell them to people, you know? For the fetish shit, they can make all 3 variants for each body. They could. They could. Probably wouldn't even be that difficult. Delta rescaling a model that's already exists is tiny and they could charge twice as much. I feel like they should just not do that. Like the copy paste stuff should probably be as cheap as possible. Should show a different price based on the labor and QA. It's almost like the value of a good is related to the labor that purchases. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, comrade. What are we talking about here, comrade? Less DLC but more effort is hard to justify. Even when you raise the prices, fetish wear like maids probably has a certain return because they're classics. But I'm not saying you do either or. I feel like if, you know, game launches, first outfit pack, ooh, cool, unique outfits for everyone. Or it doesn't even need to be for everyone. You can do smaller packs, you know, and just have like a couple of those in a row with unique outfits. Like, let's say you do, like we saw with DOA 5, like the superhero themed, you know, just make like a unique outfit that fits the personality of each character, you know, like the type of superhero they would be. And you could release it in like 3 small packs, 1 combined bundle, whatever. That's like a little more pricey. And then the next month be like, here's maids for like $7 for every character. There you go, right? Or 5 or whatever the price is. And you can do like 2 lazy ones and then another big one. And don't do fucking season passes for costumes. That is the worst idea. I don't care if it might, you know, have some return. The optics in that is just so bad. Just do not do it. Imagine having 2 DLC teams and get put on the copy paste fetish team. Important work. I think for a lot of people at the end of the day, it's your fucking job. You just do the job you've been given, you know? Costume packs for every character. Bit of a scam. It's not like you're playing all those characters. You're now hoodless. True, but at the same time, I personally like having all the outfits. Even if I don't play a character, I might play it later in the future. I might have, you know, if you're really crazy and you play locally with friends, wow, maybe they want to pick a character. Shit, I forgot where we needed to go. I know we flipped the switch and opened the door. In one of those things. Think it was here? No? Shit. I hope it wasn't timed. Maybe it's the purple one that also had a door. The purple hallway. The only time the DOA6 got some attention after release was the hair colors. That got a lot of attention. Rightly so. That was so scummy. Like, no matter how big of a fan you are, there's no defending that. I can defend a lot of the costumes and stuff. You know, at the end of the day, it's your money. The hair was just... The hair stuff was a disaster. Like, even the quote-unquote fixed version we have now is extremely expensive for what it is. The only time DOA got mainstream press attention, yeah, it was bad. And then on top of that, because they had all the season passes listed, you had all these dummies like what's his face, like the angry Joe and whatever. They go to like the Steam page and they're like, whoa, look, if you look at the total DLC, it's like 5 million bucks. It's like, yeah, if you're buying everything 3 times, yeah, you're gonna pay too much. Shit. Am I pushing my luck? I'm pushing my luck. Fuck. None of the game journals gave a shit about DOA 6 besides the gross monetization attempts. Yeah, because here's the thing. They care about clicks. They care about the moolah. And that's a headline, you know? Angry Joe is really an ass on that. Yeah, I'm surprised every time I see stuff of Angry Joe pop up. Like every once in a while, like let's say every month or 6, for whatever reason, like the algorithm is like, oh, wanna watch Angry Joe? And like he's still doing the same shtick. Like, I'm gonna make an angry review. And it's like, that shtick is so over, in my opinion. Or maybe I'm getting too old to be angry about everything all the time, I guess. To me, just like, how about you just review the game, huh? How about instead of looking for shit to get angry over because that's your shtick, how about you just review the game? It's not timed? Oh no. So I'm just stuck looking for a door now? Instead of your shtick, how about having no shtick? Exactly. But like, it's boring too, you know? Like, I understand the time where he had his comeuppance, you know, like his breakthrough was a time where I guess that was like a thing, you know, getting upset at whatever in video games. But like, like, aren't we so over that by now? I know I am. Like, what if a game's good? How does he not review it? He's like, here's my not angry review because I like it. And then people click away, not angry enough. Sheesh. Close. Close. Brrr. Damn, these controls are so ass. Wait, was this not it? Hold up. Shit. Cameraman. Sometimes you're good, but... This game is great. I'm angry I have to make this video for you perverts instead of playing it for fun off camera. Twitch nannied me for that, by the way. What? Using naughty words, huh? Which is like, no naughty words here. Pick up the crystal. Oh, I'm out of air. Eh. Probably you pervert. I don't know. Twitch is wildin'. Twitch is wild these days. Angry reviewers went out of fashion. Here's why it's actually socialist praxis to consume media. Reviewers went out of fashion. Like, I love how that's a joke, and also that could absolutely have been a title of a video. We're all just depressed middle-aged reviewers. You know, at some point you start to respect reviewers who do it like for magazines professionally, because like it is a fucking job, and sometimes your job fucking sucks. Hey, someone's shooting me. Get harpooned, dummy. I should save once in a while, huh? What if I drown and I have to do all this shit again? I also love how they didn't give enough space to make a simple turn like that. Should I have brought my car? Let's go back. I should have brought my car. But I guess I'll go back for Maybe I should do like the positive video game reviewer, but that probably wouldn't work well because the algorithm is like positivity. Not on this YouTube algorithm. We only like cynical shit. Hello? My car's stuck. That's probably the worst part about all this stuff is, you know, a lot of things like, you know, angry review worked because that is just what people were looking for, or what the algorithm was giving people. It's like, oh, you don't even care about this game. You just want to see people shit on it. Angry review. Anyway, let me save here. I am going to take a small break. Anger is more emotive than praise. Yeah, I think the algorithms have figured out a long time ago at this point that being angry gets people to interact. And that's just what social media wants. They want you to interact. They want to see comments, engagement, sharing, all that kind of stuff. And people share when they're pissed, when they're angry. Except when you're bombing Gaza. Then people clearly don't care. Then the anger doesn't matter, seemingly. Sheesh. Anyway, political streamer taking a break. Be right back. poof. Back in action. Dude, I'm ready for the show. I got snacks. I mean, I got leftovers. Look what I got. Haribo Strumpf. Strumpfs. Haribo Strumpfs. It's... Damn, I got like 5. Let's go. Leftover candy. Let's go. Why aren't they green? Huh? They're not goblins. They're Smurfs. Smurfs are always blue. What version of the Smurfs do you guys have? The blue Smurfs? I mean the green ones? Goblin Smurfs? YouTube, this is dangerous, alright? I'm taking a risk. The fuck is this? This has nothing to do with the Smurfs. What the fuck? What does this have to do with the Smurfs? It does? Look, this is not a TV. This is the official. They're blue. Look, they're blue as shit. That's what they are. They were blue in the comic books, like in the European comic books where they are originated. They've always been blue. Did you guys really get tricked into adjusting your TV to look green just to get green Smurfs? Damn, you guys got tricked. Well, a lot of secrets here. The last one is Smurfs, man. Did I skip past it? I'm skimming through it. I'm not seeing Smurfs. I'm seeing Wonder Woman. Cartoon Network. That's it. Dude, he's blue as shit. What are you talking about? He's blue. He's blue. Hold up. Cameraman. Hey, where the fuck do I go from here? Aha! Whoa, top speed. Also, why are there items there? I guess it stays off. How much time do you have? It definitely felt like that was a timed ordeal, but I guess not. I guess not. Whoa. Boom, 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 boom. Also, I should start tuning into the song. Jump. What do we got? 1, 2, 3. Guess we can make it to that little edge there. Oh, never mind. I hope you can grab that. You cannot. That's cool. I mean, if I have to load, might as well switch. Hold on. Do we watch on YouTube or Twitch? State of play. English subtitles. We got music. We got a chat. GTA 5 remake. What? Ghosts of Woke. Oh my god. It's already begun. Dude, we are in the worst timeline. We are actually in the worst timeline. Look at me playing this woke-ass Indiana Jones game. Because there's a whammon. Whammon is woke. Remember? Hold up. I literally cannot show the YouTube chat. I think I will get banned for showing that on screen. It is bad. It is very bad. Anyway, boop. Do you guys want to see the chat? What do we got? Ghost of Woke. I mean, I guess Ghost of Woke is what they're running with. I'm seeing Bloodborne remake. Uh-huh. Scalebound. MGS1 remake. What the heck? Big Booty Ninja Warriors. PS6, sure. Call of Naruto. GTA 7. I mean, sure, people are Red Dead Redemption 2 Remastered. What about the first game? Hades 2. Isn't that literally coming out? Ape Escape remake? Yeah, there's one sane person in the whole YouTube chat. Yo, here's a dude. I like fat women. Just the chat slowed. They put on slow-mo. That's so funny. He thought he could get away with it because the chat was flying by. They enabled slow mode and literally 2 messages below the activation of slow mode. The dude is like, I like fat women. Caught in 4K, my dude. Also, no. You do you? Anyway, let me, I guess you guys can't even see the chat because my chat is in front of it. Shinobi Remaster. Concord 2. There we go. Asking for some real games. Full screen that bitch. We don't need to read chat. DOA 3 plus R. Can't wait for that one. Basically confirmed, you know what I mean? I guess I should... Why is it... What the heck? Why did my browser crash? Are you kidding me? Wait. Well, couldn't handle the okay, exactly. Oh, it switched to 4K. That's why it got fucked. Hold on. I'm there. There we go. Wait, why is it stuck again? What is happening, dude? Is it because I'm full screening? Wait, what the fuck is going on? Okay. Twitch. They gotta be doing it on Twitch as well, right? Let's see if Twitch is better. It's PlayStation special events. Let's fucking go.
5. Saros builds on Returnal's award-winning action and tells the emotional and haunting story of Arjun Devraz's drive for answers on the shape-shifting planet of Carcosa.
Wait, hold on. We're doing it. Oh, Twitch works. Twitch superior to YouTube.
Here we show off one of our exciting combat features, the Soltari Shield. By holding R1, you
here
can
are we showing how a video encoder cannot keep up with our game's effect. Because there's like a million little particles on screen. So the bit rate is really just through the drain. I have not played Returnal.
By absorbing projectiles, you can now hit back hard using your power weapon. By holding the adaptive trigger on L2, you'll be able to destroy enemies using Eclipse-driven weaponry.
This type of game though,
holocache detected.
like
Mark it on
looking
the
at
map.
it,
Here
it
is a
doesn't
Soltari
really
holomod, where you
do
can
much
learn
for
more
me. But these
about
are
lost
definitely the type of
Carcosa.
games where it's like about that gameplay loop, you know?
To forget.
I don't think looking at a game like this is ever gonna do it
I will
justice.
find you.
You know, it's
I
like
promise.
bullet hell games. If you just look, I guess this technically is a bullet hell, maybe kind of derivative of. But those are the same, like a full-on bullet hell game. Looks like shit to look at, but playing it, it's something else. I don't know, was the first one trying to be 90 bucks? I don't know. It was one of the earlier PS5 exclusive games, I think. I kind of hate how Sony doesn't really lower
This
the
is Second
prices all that
Chance,
much.
where you can be revived on first death to get straight back into the action. Second Chance is part of our permanent progression systems, which
Like,
means
I
you will always
want
come
to
back
play
stronger.
Spider-Man 2. Like, I enjoyed the first Spider-Man, like Insomniac Spider-Man. I enjoyed the first one. I enjoyed Miles Morales. I'd be down to playing number 2, but I'm not like itching for it. So I've always been like, I'll pick it up when it's like 30, 20 bucks, you know. I don't think I've ever seen it like under 50.
The sun is forever.
Damn, they're doing some Dark Souls shit.
We hope you loved that first look at gameplay. We're looking forward to revealing more on our mysterious and moving story and our amazing ensemble cast of NPCs in the coming months. Next year is when you'll be able to play Saros on PS5 and enhanced for PS5 Pro. Thanks for watching. We can't wait to share more from all of the team working on Saros.
Bro has no shoulders. I was just thinking, he looks like the most uncomfortable in front of a camera I've ever seen. No media training, which I mean is not necessary per se, but you know. Come back stronger. I've played that one. It's called Angel of Darkness, Tomb Raider 6. She gets stronger all the time. You want a little media training? Yeah, just like to get the awkwardness off. I don't think you need to be like a full-on TED talking schmuck, but just to get like that little awkwardness off, probably a good thing. At least for like
You
the
actually
person
want to
who's doing
deploy
the
her?
front-facing
You cannot
camera
be
stuff.
serious.
Cascade is one of my most
Something.
highly trained operants.
She's been shelved for 5 years. The parties marked her as a failure.
She won't have to do it
Is this
alone.
like
Her old squad is
Disco
still out there.
Elysium?
I thought they'd all been ripped to shreds.
Probably, but she can scrape what's left of them back together. Lead them to their deaths all over again.
And what if she butchers it like last time?
We'll do what we always do. Throw more assets at the problem. We have plenty more.
I guess. She's a pathetic, fragile embarrassment. And her methods are so unhinged.
But they get results, no?
Long-range missiles get results.
Show a little faith. We're at the end of history. Everything that could go wrong already has.
0 parades for dead spies. Okay. Captured on PS5 Pro. Professional? Is this flight sim? Elijah Edwards. It's gotta be flight sim, right? Must be a spiritual successor since the original series was abandoned. I don't know anything about it. Original company screwed over everybody. And they're like 5 competing spiritual successors. Damn, they all went their separate ways. Like, we can do this again. Damn, you can fly hot air balloons in Flight Sim these days. That's sick. Disco Elysium follow-ups are like in those times where the 3 popes. Damn. Triple pope. And then like the follow-ups are like, this is our spiritual successor. This game is like, let's go capitalism. And then the other spiritual successor is like, let's go communism. And then the third one is like, dude, centrism is sick.
Hostiles inbound. 100 meters in closing.
I got
Hey, yo.
2 east side.
Moving right to left.
I got 3 west side.
War Crime Simulator, let's go.
Execute. 3, 2, 1. Execute.
Dude, to actually say execute. Battlefield?
The world as it's commonly known has crumbled. Alliances that held since the end of World War II, gone.
Dagger, this is Pax's ballsiest play yet.
If they succeed, they will have secured the most strategic rock in the history of warfare. Want to help our friends take back this rock? Hoorah!
You're playing a dangerous game, no doubt about it.
America, let's fucking go!
Beat Dagger without insurmountable odds.
The whole world's gonna look different now. Just takes a little shake of perspective.
Gotta love a challenge.
Stand by for re-attack call.
Light them up! We gotta move! Woo! Hold on!
It's kind of like, let's just start paying attention to how much of this trailer is just like,
Hell yeah! Explosions and weapons in America, dude!
I know what I got.
Hey everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann. Sean and I are back to share news and release dates for games coming to PS5.
But first, thanks to EA and Battlefield Studios for that new look at the single-player campaign for Battlefield 6. It launches
that's
October
coming
10th
in
on
October
PS5.
already? That feels soon. Didn't they just do a
Now,
beta?
let's celebrate one of my favorite games of all time, which is marking its 25th anniversary this year. Deus Ex returns. This PS5 remaster is a collaboration between Eidos Montreal and Aspyr, the studio behind remastered classics like Tomb Raider and Soul Reaver.
Its way back to the people.
Oh shit, it's the Tomb Raider remaster, guys.
Thing about it.
You play as JC Denton,
Don't tell me you're going to wear your
an augmented operative
What
working
is
to
this?
uncover the truth.
Vision is augmented.
It's
This
cursed
new version
presentation that
adds
keeps
enhanced visuals, overhauled
stuttering.
controls, and support for key PS5 features like haptic feedback. Deus Ex influenced a generation of RPGs with its emphasis on choice and consequence. No 2 playthroughs unfold the same. Deus Ex Remastered arrives on PS5 early next year.
Cool.
It's almost Halloween, and you know what they say, everyone's entitled to one good scare.
Halloween the game.
Death Comes to Haddonfield
This is from
in
the guys who
Halloween
did Friday the
game,
13th and
tribute
stuff,
to the
and
John
I don't know.
Carpenter classic. The team at Ilphonic invites players to an asymmetrical horror sandbox
They're
where you can
good
play
at
as a
making these types of
civilian
games.
survivor
They're bad
or
at
Michael
supporting
Myers
them long
himself.
term.
In each game, it's up to you as survivors to save these hapless townfolk or to hunt them down as Michael Myers. He possesses unique abilities like shape jump, allowing him to move around the map unseen and pop
This is
out where
DVD
you
ripoff.
least
Isn't
expect
DVD
it.
ripoff of Friday the 13th? I don't know which
Playing
one
as
came
a
first.
civilian, it's up to you to lead townsfolk to safety, find a phone, and call the police for help. Civilians can also scavenge for gear and weapons to help them survive
This just
when they inevitably
honestly
cross
just looks like
paths
Friday
with
the 13th,
unstoppable
but with the
Michael
Halloween
Myers. Become the boogeyman or
franchise.
protect his victims when Halloween
I
the
always
game
preferred
launches
the
on
Friday the
September
13th
8th,
game over
2026.
Dead by Daylight. I think it was better.
Two big announcements from 11th Hour Games.
Last Epoch.
First, their hit action RPG, Last Epoch, is in development for a PS5.
They should show up and shoot you instead of the killer.
Is known for its
Yeah,
extensive
but first they
skill
should shoot your dog.
customization, deep and rewarding loot system, and massive time
It's in
travel
America
world.
after all. You gotta just randomly
Battle
kill
through
your
the
dog
past,
for no
taking
reason.
down gods and toppling cursed empires to save the world from its ruined future. As for that second announcement,
Hades rip-off. Everything's a rip-off.
Last Epoch's first major expansion, Orobis, will arrive at the
Like
same time as the upcoming
you know,
PS5
baby's
release.
first YouTube essay. It's derivative. This game looks derivative. Derivative of what came
The
before.
Seven Deadly Sins Origin is an open-world RPG based on the beloved
Open world
Japanese
RPG
series,
sounds a little bit
offering a
derivative to
vast
me.
single-player campaign and multiplayer areas where cooperation and exploration go hand in hand. Follow in the footsteps of Tristan, the Prince of Britannia, and play an original story you can experience only in the game. Capture creatures, go fishing,
Capture creatures? No, not allowed.
cook your own meals,
That is a
mine
Nintendo-only
resources,
mechanic.
and craft new items as you explore
Nintendo
Britannia on
special
your own.
copyrighted mechanic.
Or
You
step
cannot
beyond the
capture
open world to
monsters and
tackle
summon them.
dungeons with a team of up to 4 other players. In a multiverse that transcends time and space, original heroes join forces with beloved characters from the series to embark on a grand adventure.
What the heck?
Venture out alone or with friends when the Seven Deadly Sins Origin arrives on January 28th.
Two iconic characters finally meet in Sonic
Racing Cross. I
launching
feel
on
like they've
PS5
made a
tomorrow.
lot of Sonic Racing the last couple of years. Or it's just
Mega Man
the
and his
same
trusty
game and they're
vehicle,
doing
the
a lot of
Rush
marketing.
Roadster, join the lineup as part of the
Mega
Mega
Man
Man
DLC pack
that arrives early next
In
year.
Sonic, man.
But they're not alone.
There's nothing
Proto Man
sacred
also
anymore.
speeds into the pack.
What's next? The Flight Sim
Also
DLC pack?
included is a stunning reimagining
Featuring,
of Dr. Wily's
Master
castle
Chief.
from the Mega Man series. Familiar sights and sounds will take players back to some of Mega Man's most memorable adventures. The Mega Man DLC pack comes to PS5 next year as part of the Season Pass and Digital Deluxe Edition. The early unlock period is already underway, so Digital Deluxe Edition owners can get into Sonic Racing Cross Worlds right now.
Up next, 2 announcements from Koei Tecmo Games, including a release date for Neo 3.
2 announcements from Koei Tecmo?
It is I who will be Shogun.
Kurimatsu, why? You'll never understand what it means!
It could just be like a DLC pack and a release date announcement.
I am Himiko. On my honor as queen, I shall defeat Hiroko.
My timeless friend, I trust you. Nothing will stop me from becoming Shogun.
So long as this dark radiance exists, my fights will continue.
To rule, one must prove their might.
The light of hope lies unseen at the end of time. Go now!
You wish to become Shogun that badly?
Maybe you don't want it enough. What makes a Shogun anyway?
Takachio! Strength and superiority are what make a Shogun, and I have both!
These characters look kind of
alone
mid.
is not enough.
You look
End
kind of
this
mid.
war.
It's the bit rate, alright? February 6th, that's early, we like it. Early, that's good. Can't wait, I'm so excited. The demo was so good. Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered. Wait, is it actually Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered? Is it actually? It actually, that's crazy. How did I call it? I guess I still recognize it from back in the day. I did play it. I did play 3. I think that's the only one I actually played and finished. March? Damn. Dude, I called that shit so hard. What the hell?
Snuffed from existence.
I mean, not in advance, but...
Our focus,
Code Vein? No.
our true objective, is to save this world, our current
Or is it?
world.
Maybe this is actually Code Vein.
Need I remind
She played a lot of, dude. I've tried.
tampering with
I've
history
been there.
is strictly forbidden.
DOA 7 Hopers in Shambles. That would be crazy to drop that in a state of play. I mean, I guess where else would you drop a DOA announcement? To be honest,
It's time I faced my past.
if I
Let's go.
were Team Ninja, Koei Tecmo, and actually working on a DOA, I would actually drop the news at like Evo Japan or whatever. Like just actually do it at a fighting game venue. Or like an event.
Today, you'll pay your dues!
I enjoy Code Vein. Code Vein? Oh. My brain is tripping. Yeah, it is Code Vein. Yeah, I'm correct. Yeah, I enjoyed the first game. It was fun. It wasn't like the best Souls-like I've ever played, but it was fun. It was cool.
Back in June, we debuted Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, right here on State of Play.
Today, we're joined by the game's director, followed by news from other special guests who are joining us just as Tokyo Game Show kicks off in Japan.
皆さんこんにちは。ファイナルファンタジータクティクスイバリースクロニクルズのディレクター前広です。プレイステーションで発売したオリジナルのファイナルファンタジータクティクスから30年近く経った今でも多くの方がこのタイトルをお気に入りの一本として挙げてくださっており、オリジナルスタッフの一人として大変嬉しく思っています。今回イバリースクロニクルズという新しい形で再び皆様にお届けできることに我々もワクワクしています。フルボイスや難易度調整などファンの方はもちろんこれまで遊んだことがないプレイヤーの方にも快適に遊んでいただけるようにさまざまな工夫を行いました。
The original never released in Europe, right? I remember that being a game where like a lot of people here would install a mod chip in their original PlayStation just to play Final Fantasy Tactics. Because that was like a US only game. Uncle Death?
いよいよ発表できる時が来ました。はい。タイトル名はレッド・イット・ダイ・インフェルノです。
なるほど。ということはレッド・イット・ダイの正統後継作品ってことですね。
はい。開発チーム頑張ってます。このゲームは近接アクションとローグライトを軸に PVPVE の仕組みを取り入れたいわばエクストラクションアクションゲームとなっています。プレイヤーは地獄門と呼ばれる巨大な穴を探索するレイダーとなり、たくさんの恐ろしい怪物や他のプレイヤーのレイダーたちが入り乱れているフィールドを探索し、踏破を目指します。
今度は地獄なんですね。
はい、 探索で手に入れたアイテムを持ち帰るため無事生
I
還
don't
し
think
た
I've
いと
ever
ころ
heard
で
of
す
the
が
first game. I've seen it. It was a free-to-play
全
game.
てロストしてしまいます。所持品だけではなくキャラク
I
ター
think
の
that
ボディ
released
すら
on
ロストします。
PS4.
相
I
変わら
guess
ず
it's at
理不
this
尽だ
point
ね。
it's pretty old.
はい。レイダーたちは探索とボディの入れ替えを
Yeah, it was like a
何度も
free-to-play
何度も繰り返し
roguelite.
一番強い自分を作り上げてどこまで潜れるかを競うのが醍醐味となっています。
How deep can you
皆さんに
go?
新たな面白さを感じてもらえると嬉しいです。
Alright. The start of a whole new world.
Play Let It Die and the spin-off. There's a spin-off? I guess there's a new one now. Shueisha Games. That's cute. It does look like it's hard to see what's happening. Like, I guess that's the point, but it all blends together. The background and the foreground. Chrono Script. The Endless End. Huh. They thought about that one real hard, huh?
デスクワークスディレクターの藤井智です。
集英社ゲームズプロデューサーの山本です。
完全新作クロノスクリプトエンドレスエンド、世界初公開映像いかがでしたでしょうか。本作は洋館を訪れた編集者が終わらない物語が描かれた原稿用紙にとらわれてしまい、そこから脱出をするという探索型 2D アクションアドベンチャーゲームとなります。
Editor, not a writer?
手書きのペン画というアートスタイルをベースに奥の深いダークファンタジーとして皆さんにお届けできる予定です。終わらない物語がテーマですが、開発はしっかりと終わらせます。
クロノスクリプトエンドレスエンドは2026年発売予定です。さらなる続報をお楽しみに。
Citizens of Pywell. Today, a new chapter in this land's history shall be written by our own hand.
Crimson Desert.
We fight those who wield power to prey on the weak. Beasts who think themselves men. That is what it means to be a Greyman. The time has come to do what we believe to be right. Cliff, seek out your Greyman comrades. Uncover the truth that lies within. And let your heart speak without fear.
In the end, all will come together as one. We fight for the future of all.
What the fuck name is Pearl Abyss? So think about saying a pearl necklace, and then think of what Abyss would be in that analogy, and there you go. That's what
Your fight is not for revenge, nor glory, nor pride.
Look, you don't have to put it that way. It's called Pearl Abyss.
Remember who you are, and let it guide your path.
Imagine if that was a company name. That's crazy.
You will find the answers you seek.
Do it not an anime for that, because that is acceptable. You know, that is something to aspire to. What's bad about it? Huh? Why should it be censored? Yo, look, a new era. A sailing ship. Wait, what? Speakers? Hey, yo. They got speakers. Life like desktop audio. Built-in woofers. Not subwoofers. Woofers. I guess maybe they're not subwoofers because they don't do those frequencies. Built-in mic? What? Why would there be a mic in that? Do they want people yelling at their TV to pick it up if you're like playing Call of Duty? You can hear like, kids, have you made your homework? Okay, I see it. Like, I'm thinking of
Hi,
kid
everyone.
lives
I'm
at
Brett
home
Elston.
in their
And I'm
room,
Kristen Zatani.
needs new
That was your
speakers.
first look at the
They're in the
pulse-LED
PlayStation
wireless
ecosystem,
speakers,
but
which
they
bring
also need it
PlayStation
for like
audio and chat
their
experience to
computer
your
and their
desktop
phone
with
and
planar
whatever, and
magnetic
just need
drivers
like a
and
sound
PlayStation
system.
Link wireless technology.
This, I guess,
Visit
does it all.
PlayStation blog for even more details.
Now, let's
But
check in on
probably
what's next for
just about
PlayStation
every
Plus.
modern
Up first is the
wireless
October
speaker
monthly
system
games
does that
lineup.
as well. So
The creepy and captivating
I don't
Alan
know.
Wake 2 arrives just in time for spooky season, with Goat Simulator 3 and Cocoon rounding out the list. These all arrive for PlayStation Plus Essential members on October 7.
Alan Wake 2 is just straight up gonna be on PlayStation Plus. That's fucked. I want to buy it, but I'm waiting for the price to go down on the
The
physical
Last
copy.
of Us Day is this Friday, September 26th. As part of
Last
Naughty
of
Dog
Us
and
Day?
PlayStation's
Wait,
annual celebration
are they
of this
gonna
beloved
cause
series, we are thrilled to confirm the addition
an
of The Last of Us Part
apocalypse?
2 to the PlayStation Plus game catalog. We don't let anybody stop us.
They're like, Last of Us Day is coming soon. We got the virus
For PS5
ready to
members,
go.
This includes The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, the definitive way to experience
That's
Ellie and
when it's
Abby's
happening.
story,
Hope you played the
alongside
game so
additions
you
like
know
the
what to
roguelike
do.
survival mode, No Return.
Goat Simulator
Our
3.
update
It's
to the
crazy there's
PlayStation
more
Plus
than one.
Classics catalog is extra exciting for fans of fighting games and the number 3. Tekken 3 from the original PlayStation and Soul Calibur 3 from the PS2 are coming to the service later this year.
Also arriving this year, another all-time
Hey, let's
classic
go.
from the
I've seen this.
PS2,
This
Tomb
got
Raider
leaked.
Anniversary. And up next, a special message from the creator behind one of PlayStation's most iconic franchises.
「皆さんこんにちは。グランツーリスモシリーズプロデューサー山内和則です。本日はですね、皆さんにすごく素敵なアップデ
I
ート
think
を
he's
お伝えできる
reading
ことを
below
大
the
変嬉し
camera.
く思います。
Should have used the teleprompter.
この2025年の6月25日に、なんとグランツーリスモの、累計売上本数が1億本を超えたそうです。1億本です。
Last
この
GT
1
games
億
like
本を超える
that.
ってすごい
I've
こと
heard
だなって
nothing but
作
good
ってる
things
僕ら
about
も思うんですけ
GT7.
れども、この1億本を超えたことを記念して、この年末にですね、僕らはグラントリスモ7のスペック3のアップデートを行う予定です。スペック3のアップデートには、2つの、レーストラック、フォーミュラ1でも使われているトラックであるとか、あるいは8台の新しい車であるとか、新しいサーキットエクスペリエンス、あるいはデータローガンフィーチャーであるとか、それ以外のさまざまなゲームフィーチャーの大きなアップデートを予定していま
Unlock
す。
system and monetization are terrible. But it's a car game, of course.
30年
It's
かけ
terrible.
てグランツーリスモは1億本を達成しました。
I actually don't
本当にありがとう
know
ございます。
how all these car games these days, with the current DLC models, you probably are paying for each car separately. Or I think you probably buy fun bucks to spend on cars in the game. But you can also earn fun bucks, you know. You just need to do 500 races to earn one car. New controller. Controller skin. New God of War.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
Damn, Wolverine. Let's see what this one's about. I'm curious.
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man. The trouble just has a way of finding me. But I'd be lying.
I like that it's not for kids.
Doesn't matter where I go.
Oh, I guess it's just Spider-Man, but with Wolverine.
How far I run. Death's always waiting. Just not for me. I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
Can I be honest? I thought it was gonna be less like Spider-Man. I don't know why I was thinking that. It kind of looks exactly like the combat of Spider-Man.
The question that comes up a lot to us at Insomniac Games is, are you going to make a Wolverine game that is as violent, as visceral as the character in the comics? Working with Wolverine is interesting because part of the route to who he is that he's an unreliable narrator. He has gaps in his memory. So Wolverine doesn't really remember a lot of his life, and that's got to be an extremely frustrating aspect.
He's this ball of rage and fury, but then he could turn on a dime, and he could be very, very kind and tender in the next moment.
When we're casting for someone like Logan, what we're looking for in character traits are someone who can convey a lot with very little being spoken.
When you have that first moment that we show in gameplay, there's so much emotion that you can feel behind his eyes. He looks relentless, he looks gritty, he looks angry, but also he looks maybe a little sad.
That level of acting and being able to just deliver that performance with believability across both spectrums was something Insomniac, ourselves, we all agreed he's the one. We don't need to see anybody else.
Hey, I'm Liam McIntyre, and I play James Logan Howlett in Marvel's Wolverine. That's not bad. That one sort of works. Fans out there know what Wolverine is, who he is. My job is to
I recognize
try and find
his
the
face.
essence of who Wolverine is, especially
I
as it
can
applies to our story.
put him
People hurt him.
where I've seen him
people take
before
from
right
him,
now.
people betray him. He still fights for people who can't fight for themselves. It's one of the greatest honors of my life, one of the biggest responsibilities I've ever had, and one of the coolest things I've ever got to do.
The entire game is built around staying true to the Wolverine experience.
And then how do we want to put our Insomniac stamp on that? How do we want to put our own spin and creativity, but still give something new and fresh that fans are going to be excited about?
It's the full package. It is a level of detail that we've never been able to do before.
You could see it in the trailer. You can see pores. You can see blood in between the little lines of his teeth. I love the attention to detail.
It's exciting that we're going to be able to bring that kind of fidelity to players.
Wolverine is a character who goes to many places through the comics.
You'll see the Canadian wilderness, you'll see Japan.
There's a shot where Logan is sliding down that rooftop, and you can see the breadth of Madripoor and Lowtown.
It's always nice teasing the depth and the amount of characters that we'll be seeing in the game. Omega Red makes an appearance, Mystique is there, and there are some hints to other characters that fans of Wolverine will recognize for sure.
Another visual element of Marvel's Wolverine is the blood. The blood tech that was put into this game is pretty phenomenal.
There's a part in the trailer where Logan jumps down and then he does the claws up through the face. That one I thought maybe was going to be taking it too far, but I am so glad that we have it. It looks fantastic.
Wolverine's combat, making that special, making that feel like him, making it feel different to anything else you've
You can see
played.
pores. Oh,
That's
baby.
a tough job. What's so
Yeah,
cool
definitely
for
don't
me
look at Death
is
Stranding too.
There was this one section of the game I got to try.
Definitely don't look at that
Just
game.
visceral, immediate, and so incredibly
The way
satisfying.
they do
I was
actors.
like, this
Definitely
is gonna be
don't look at it.
amazing.
We're pretty excited about the artwork that we're using on the
Oh,
cover.
neither have
It's
blood in that guy's head.
dynamic,
If you get
it's
stabbed like that
rough-edged.
through the face,
You notice it doesn't look like
it'll
our
probably
past
be
games.
fucking.
It has a sense of urgency and forward movement and rage.
It'll be
and
like a
fury,
bath.
and that's Wolverine.
the Nazi.
One of the cool things
Nick-
about Insomniac is
the
they are probably the most
Neckening?
collaborative group of
The
people.
ne- what the
I've
fuck is
ever
the
worked with.
Neckening?
They make you feel part of their team. That's not something you always get.
We've been in a creative collaboration with Insomniac Games and PlayStation for over a decade now. We've made some of the greatest superhero games of all time, and that was always the goal, making games that are timeless.
I think fans are going to be excited, but I'm also really excited about it because I'm really proud of what we made. We're focused on making the best Wolverine game ever.
On behalf of everyone at Insomniac Games and the Wolverine team especially, we want to thank you for taking time to watch our trailer. We can't wait to show you more in spring of 2026.
Some guy I've never heard of got clicked in the neck. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Was made more blood. I mean, yeah, it should be like that one game with the particle effects. We'll replace those with blood.
Maybe you don't want it enough.
My fights will continue.
I think this show was alright. Had a little bit of everything. Nothing horribly bad. Few surprises, but not too much. For like an in-betweener, nothing big. I feel like that was alright. Can't believe it got a Wolverine before Deadpool. The High Moon game was... Wasn't there... There is a Deadpool game though, right? Like on the PlayStation 3. In that era. There was a Deadpool game. I believe. So they've done that. There's a new VR Deadpool game. That kind of looked ass. I'm gonna be honest. That kind of looked ass. And then like a voice actor that was like imitating fucking what's his face from the movies. I forgot his name. Ryan? I don't remember. I feel like a game like Deadpool, or just in general, a character like Deadpool, I feel like that's always tough because the whole fourth wall breaking stuff, it can be cool, but it's so easy to just make it cringe and bad. It's actually very easy to make it cringe and bad. So that is a tough thing to pull off. You mean Nolan North? I don't know who does it in the VR game, but the VR game, the voice actor was clearly trying to do the voice like in the movies. Ryan Reynolds, I think, does it in the movies. And it's kind of like imitating that a little bit, which, you know, I mean, I guess. Yeah, the Wolverine game, I don't know. The combat, I mean, it's still early enough. I guess fall 26 means they still got like a whole year to clean up animations and stuff. I was kind of surprised the combat. It just looked exactly like the Spider-Man combat. It just like the same old Arkham style combat. Just, you know, a little faster, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why I expected it, but I was like, they're not just gonna do Spider-Man with a different skin, are they? You know, I was like, they're doing something different now. But I guess they're kind of just doing the same thing. I don't even know, is that Wolverine game like in the same universe as the Spider-Man games from them? It probably is, right? Well, Tekken 3 looks good. Can't wait to play it. Yeah. Tekken 3. And that other little game there, Soul Calibur 3, that looked pretty sweet as well. Right? Damn, Neo 3 early February. That is, I was kind of assuming it was going to be March or something. That's actually pretty nice. Soul Calibur 3 with netplay and the arcade edition gameplay will eat. Isn't that like true for every old fighting game? That would, for all of them, that would be pretty sweet. You know, DOA 3 plus with netplay. Plus R. Rollback. I don't know if I could go back to three-way hold, because I think wasn't DOA 3 still a three-way hold? I don't remember. Or did they change that in like the other versions? I don't know. I went to rip Tekken 4 small stage, but apparently ripping anything from PS2 games is complete ass. Sounds like a skill issue to me. Nah, there's like a lot of that stuff. Same with like PS1. They did like a lot of tricks to make shit work. I guess that is one advantage of like all of the consoles and whatever having a very similar architecture to like PCs. Because like back in the day, it could be wildly different for better or for worse. You know, like some games really shined when a developer was like really proficient into, you know, getting the most out of a certain machine. But at the same time, you know, that made multi-platform kind of a bitch. DOA 3 was three-way hold, but it was balanced around it. Some characters don't have mid-punch making mix-ups. True. I guess that's true. I think in general still though, like if you don't differentiate between kick and punch mid, like just in general, the volume of attacks overall is always feel like it's gonna skew more to mid attacks in general. So like if you're gonna guess, might as well go mid. But hey, anyway, it is pretty late, so I'm getting out of here. So yeah, good shit. All right, boys and girls, thanks for joining me. Hope you all enjoyed, and we'll rendezvous back here on Friday. All right, take care. Bye-bye.